Hello everyone and welcome to My Organized Life, where I'm trying to get my life organized. If you're new to the channel, a huge hello and welcome to you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here and joining me on my journey. I'm so thankful to have you here. So today we're going to be doing a cash envelope stuffing video for May Paycheck number 2. I am really excited for this one. If you guys didn't watch my budget video, then you'll get to hear some really exciting news. But I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. Okay, so I've just got this little sinking funds deposit sheet that I like to keep. I've got this off to the side. This is where I'm going to be getting my sinking fund deposit amounts from. So let's go ahead and set everything up and I'll meet you back. All right, so we're all set up here. So we're going to start with stuffing my normal cash envelopes. So these are the cash envelopes that I have been using. However, I'm going to retire them till probably around winter. I'll bring them back. So I'm just going to stick these in with my other retired cash envelopes. I do really like these, but if you watched my closing my last paycheck video, I did splurge a little bit on this paper. It's only $4, so it's not too bad of a splurge. My local dollar store gets this Crafto, I'm not quite sure of the brand name, but it gets this paper in every once in a while, and this was a new one that they got in, and I just love it. It's got rose gold foiling on it. It is so beautiful. So, of course, I had to make some cash envelopes out of that. So I went ahead and did that. The tabs that I use don't fit in here quite as good as my other envelopes. For some reason, the other envelopes I made were a little bit taller. But I mean, they still work and they still look super cute, so I'm totally okay with that. I can always make some extra tabs that are a little bit shorter to fit in these ones later on down the road if I want to. So we're gonna go ahead and start stuffing these. Okay, so I've got my papers off to the side with how much each envelope gets. So we're gonna start off with cab money. So cab money is going to get $30. So I'm gonna go 20 and a 5, and then I'm going to do $5 in change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go this way. So this makes it, I don't really plan on spending cab money. This is here for just in case I need it if the weather's bad or something. So this makes it so I've got a $20 bill, not taking up much space, and then I have at least $7 for a cab money. So I do have some change. I've got a 5 and the rest is a 20. So I think this will work good. So I'm just going to put the 5 in here. I keep my cab money change separate from my normal change. That way I've always got it on hand. So 25 plus the other 5 is 30. So there's cab money done. I love the rose gold foiling on this. It's so pretty. Okay, next up is lunch money. So this one's going to be getting $70. So 20, 40. So we're gonna go 3 20s and a 10. 20, 40, 60, 70. And there's the lunch money done. Groceries is getting 104. I was originally going to put a $100 bill in here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 250s instead, and I'm going to switch my sinking funds amounts up a little bit. Maybe put a couple $100 bills towards those and just adjust them slightly during this video. So we're gonna go with 250s and then $4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which I'm just gonna tuck in my wallet. So that will be 104. Envelopes are still a little stiff. I did get, oh, got a cat hair on this one. I think that's a cat hair anyways. Can't really tell. Oh well. So there is groceries done. So next is takeout. Takeout's getting its usual 65. So we'll do a 50, a 10, and a 5. So 50, 65. So there's takeout done. Next up is miscellaneous. If you watched my budgeting video from Saturday, where I made this budget, I originally only had my miscellaneous at $70 and I had beauty at $35. And then I realized that I already way over budgeted for beauty for this month and I didn't want to bring in extra. My nails will be good till sometime next month. So I kiboshed putting any money in beauty, and I'm going to put that $35 that I was going to put towards beauty with my miscellaneous. So my miscellaneous is going to be up a little bit. So it's actually going to be at 105. So 50, so this was a 70. I was originally going to put towards it, and then we're going to go with a 20, 35. So this should equal 105. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105. And this also works out better too, because I think I need to put $15 towards carbon savings challenges. And there is a couple things that I want to splurge on later on in the month, but we'll see. So there's miscellaneous done. So then beauty is not getting anything this month. And I got a cat hair on this one too. Ugh. Darn it. I need a cat-free lamination zone. And then pet is getting its usual 60. So we'll do 50 and a 10. So 50 and 60. Okay, so that is it for my everyday envelope stuff. I love how just cute and springy these look. I will definitely keep an eye out for other paper. I think this is just going to be a thing. I'm just going to rock like several different kinds of cash envelopes throughout the year. So we're going to set that off to the side. So next we're going to do sinking funds. So I keep my sinking funds in this clear folder here. I'm going to go ahead and open this. Okay, so let's start with carbon. We should be starting off with 105. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. We're going to be adding the usual 15 to this. So that should bring the total up to 120. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 120. So this is for his birthday. So we've got 120 saved up for that so far. So for taxes, if you didn't watch my budget video, I actually ended up getting my tax return back, and thankfully I didn't have to pay anything towards my taxes. So I'm just gonna keep this going, and I'm gonna see what happens next year, and then see if I have to pay any taxes back next year. And then if I don't, then maybe I'll take like half of it and put it towards something else that I really want, and I'll just keep slowly building it up just in case for the next years, just because you never know. So this should have 825 in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 657, 758, 820, 825. So 825. The first thing before we add money, I'm going to get rid of a couple of these 50s, I think. So I'm going to get rid of 4 of those. I'm going to bring in 2 $100 bills. Okay, so we are going to be adding another 75. So 50, 60, 70, and 5. For a new total of 900. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 900. All right, for anniversary, should be starting off with $60. So 20, 40, 60. We're going to be adding another 20 for a new total of $80. 20, 40, 60, 80. Back to school. So this one should have 120. 51, 110, 115, 120. We're going to be adding the usual 15 to this. So we'll add a 10 and a 5. So now our new total should be 135. So 51, 110, 120, 125, 130, 135. Okay, there's back to school done. Next up is vacation. So this is coming up in August. I'm actually on half of my vacation days right now. I don't go back to work until Saturday. Currently right now it's the 21st. I go back on the 29th. And then the other half of my vacation is in August. So this is what this is going to be for. We're not sure what we're going to end up doing. I'm not really sure what will be available to do. So not sure how much of this will be used, but we'll figure something out. So we should be starting off with 160. It's 51, 120, 140, 160. I'm going to be adding another 20 to this for a new total of 180. It's 51, 20, 40, 60, 180. There's vacation done. So next is Rain's birthday. So for his envelope, we should be starting off with 180. 51, 50, 60, 70, 80. We're going to be adding another 30. So 20 and 30 for a new total of 210. It's 51, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210. There's that there. Christmas is next up on the list. Should be starting off with 550, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 20, 40, 45, 50, so 550. Okay, so that's right. So we're going to be adding 55 to this. So 50 and a 5. So our new total should be 605. It's 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 605. So I think before we put Christmas away, let's get rid of 2 50s for a $100 bill. Just to get rid of a little bit of that. We're definitely going to have to adjust these a little bit again too, because Christmas is going to be a big running total. So I would rather have a lot more hundreds in there and less 50s. So next is puppy. So in puppy, we should have 245. 51, 52, 220, 240, 245. We're going to be adding 130 to this one. And this is going to make it so it's fully funded, and that way we can take Bear in and get him neutered as soon as my mom wants to take his brother in. We're just going to take them in together. So 130. So we're going to do 2 50s, a 20, and a 10. So this should give us a new total of 375. So 51, 52, 53. So 20, 40, 60, 75. And there we go. So there's puppy done. Cats are fully funded, so we're not putting anything else into this envelope until this money gets used to buy their food and we start over. Birthdays. Let's see, birthdays should have 40, which it does. We're going to be adding another 20 to make it 60. So there's that one done. 52-week challenge, or challenge is what this envelope is called. I'll probably switch up what challenge I'm doing every year. This year I'm doing the 52-week challenge. So far I should have 440. 51, 52, 53, 54, 20, 40. So we're going to be adding another 67 to this one. So do a 50, 10, 5, and $2. So this should bring our total up to 507. 51, 52, 53, 50, 400, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 505, 507. So we're good there. There's that. Okay, so emergency fund. So this is the really exciting news. So as I said, I got my tax return back and it was a lot more than I was expecting. I was actually expecting to owe some. So I was really happy to actually get something back. And I decided that some of the money was going to fund the emergency fund. So I decided to put a full $1,000 towards the emergency fund. If you watch my budget video, I had a little over $2,000 back as a return. So of course, I'm not going to put $1,000 in here because these are more for short-term sinking funds. My plan was always to save up to $1,000 and then deposit it in the bank. So I'm going to keep that money in my bank account. I have a special savings account where the longer it stays in that account, the more interest it collects. So I'm going to put it in the highest interest holding account. So if I don't touch that money for a year, it'll add $500 to it because it's 50% interest. So I'm going to keep it in there and I'm just going to keep this placeholder in here. So we have $1,000 in the emergency fund and that is such a good feeling. Oh my goodness. So now I've just got to work on my pet emergency fund, which we get to add to today. So we should have $60, which we do. And I didn't buy cat food this month. So we're going to add another $60, and I should specify I didn't have to buy cat food this month, not I'm starving the cats. They're just not out yet. So now we should have 120. So 51, 110, 120. I will feel really good when we get the pet sinking fund up to, or the pet emergency fund up to 1,002. That'll be really nice. This will go towards getting checkups for them throughout the year, and then I'll rebuild it back up and just kind of keep it there for the rest of the year, and it'll just be there when I need it, which will be really nice. But that is it for my main sinking funds. We're definitely going to have to come in and adjust some of these bigger ones, challenge and Christmas for sure. Puppy will hopefully be emptied eventually, so that one won't be so bad. And then taxes as well. I might consider once I hit 1,000, maybe putting that in an account too. Just gonna have to see about that. So there's the normal sinking funds, and then I did buy the Budget Moms 2021 savings challenges, so we're going to be adding to May. So we are starting off with 105, and I did adjust my sinking funds last paycheck as well, so there is a lot of just random bills in here. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. We're going to be adding 110. So 2 50s and a 10 for a new total of 215. So 51, so 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200, 205, 210, 215. So there's 215. So we're going to tuck that in there. That's it for May. And originally what I have been doing with my savings challenge money, as you can see, I've got play money in here in the denominations that I put in these, just to kind of keep track of how much I've saved, because what I've been doing is taking the money out after the end of the month and I've been putting it towards my Walmart MasterCard. But another thing with getting my taxes back, 1,000 of that went towards my emergency fund to fully fund it. And then a large chunk of it is going towards my MasterCard to pay it off. And then the rest of it is just going to be in my bank account, and I'm just going to save it and just use it when I need it, if I need it. So what I was doing with these was using the money to pay off the Walmart MasterCard, and then my plan was to use this money, save it up throughout the month, and then transfer it towards my emergency fund. But since my emergency fund's already grown, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this now. I think the 215 I do have plans for this month. I'm going to splurge a little bit on myself, and then I think for the remainder of the year, I think I'm just going to save that money and then maybe put it towards some furniture or some other stuff that we are kind of wanting. I'm just going to leave it here and see, I think. So yeah, that is it for this video. There's everything stuffed, super exciting. I'm excited to see how the rest of the year goes and see how the funds grow and how things turn out. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you guys liked this video, would you please give it a thumbs up? And if you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe and ring that notification bell if you haven't already. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys take care and hopefully I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.